Hello, everyone. I hope you guys are having a good Tuesday afternoon. It's October 6th. And so today we're going to be talking about Hurricane Delta. We did have a short little break from the tropics for a little bit, but it's starting to get pretty active again. Let's get started. This is Major Hurricane Delta. It is a Category 4 right now. You guys can see this is what it looks like on infrared. You can see a little bit of an eye trying to poke itself out right there. And if we play this out, Delta is a very strong hurricane. It's going under rapid intensification. Around 24 hours ago, it was just a tropical storm or a Category 1 hurricane. And it's gotten strong really quick. We can look at it on the whole satellite here. You can see it's right there, bringing some of the outer bands are hitting Cancun and western Cuba. And this is a pretty big situation. So this is what it looks like. Right there is what the cone looks like. Now, first, let's do this because I didn't get this pulled up. Let's look at the intensity guidance. So the latest one was the 18Z. Let's do that. A few models have this thing being a Category 5. All the models have not ran yet, but 5 of them have it being a Category 5 hurricane. Then it has it kind of hitting Cancun, going down a little bit. And then by the time it hits the U.S., it really dies out. That's that. Now let's look at the track about this. Let's look at the GFS ensembles. The GFS ensembles have this going up, kind of like this, making landfall in central Louisiana, going up through northern Mississippi, through central Tennessee, eastern Kentucky. GFS ensembles have that. The Global Plus Hurricane models, though, have this thing going a little bit further to the east. Now let's look at the cone. And you see, this is a pretty small hurricane. It's forecasted to be a major hurricane, hit Cancun. We have hurricane warnings out in the red colors. Right there, as you guys can see. Some tropical storm warnings out for western Cuba, and forecasted to be a major hurricane. And it's forecasted to make landfall early Saturday morning right now. Maybe Friday night, because we're going to probably start to see the impacts on Friday. They're going to be pretty serious. I also got wind speed probabilities. We're going to have updates on this probably. We're going to have another one out probably tomorrow afternoon. Unless it goes Category 5 tonight, then we might have another one out later. Now, tropical storm force wind speed probabilities. Areas like New Orleans, you have about a 50 to 60% chance of tropical storm force winds. In areas of southern Louisiana, you have an 80 to 90% chance. So this is pretty significant. Now let's look at some of the models. So this is Delta. This is Delta right here. It's just the remnants of Gamma. Delta is moving northwest. Hits Cancun is a 973, which is already a lot lower than that. Then it has it strengthening a lot in the Gulf and then hitting Louisiana really strong. Right there at around Friday afternoon and going up and it probably will be a tropical storm all the way into Tennessee if the GFS plays out. And then it kind of turns into a remnant tropical depression and moves into the East Coast. Now, previous runs of the GFS, let's go back to the 12 or to the 06Z. They're having it making landfall pretty much around the same time. Now let's look at the Canadian, the CMC. All right, so the CMC is a much more west landfall, kind of in western Louisiana. Right there is 973 millibar, and moving a little bit further to the north, as you guys can see, going through western Tennessee, western Kentucky. Now the GFS Para. I wouldn't really trust this model a whole lot, but let's look at it. It has a 958 making landfall in Louisiana. Now let's look at the Icon. The Icon is a good hurricane model. It has it at 979, kind of in central western Louisiana, and moving up through northern Mississippi. And it has it taking a little bit more of a southerly track, but it also has it making. I think does it have it making landfall later? No, it has it making landfall also at around 7 to 8 p.m. Saturday or Friday afternoon. So I'll have to see what actually happens with that. Now the last thing we're going to look at in this short little update is the European model. So the European model has this hitting Cancun at 979, which is already a lot lower than that. Right now, Delta is at, let's see. Right now, Delta is at 956 millibars. European model has it making landfall in Cancun barely, and going up, and then it has it making landfall in western Louisiana. So it's kind of similar to the Canadian model. And then it goes up, bringing some decently heavy rain. I'll see how much rain it has bringing. Alright, so the European has, let's see how much rain it has. It has a lot of rain. 10 up to 10 inches in some areas of southwestern Louisiana and eastern Texas. And these areas have already been affected by Laura pretty hard, so that's not going to be good if that does happen. Right now, this is going to be kind of close to a Laura situation, but it might be a little. The National Hurricane Center is saying it's going to go a little further to the east. But we'll have to see. There's two models are saying it's going to kind of look like Laura again. That's what we'll have to see. We're probably going to have some live streams for this. Yeah, that's it for this little short update. I'll be back tomorrow, but yes, bye.